Coming up on the Buckeye Guard, meet the Ohio Air National Guard's first female general officer. Camp Ravenna received a new name while also undergoing $37 million in state-of-the-art training upgrades, and the 178th Wing teams up with Clark State Community College for enhanced education benefits. Brigadier General Rebecca O'Connor was promoted October 12th at a ceremony in Beetler Armory in Columbus, Ohio, making her the first female general in the Ohio Air National Guard and the only female general currently serving in the Ohio National Guard.
When I first got commissioned, I thought I would be a major. I wanted to retire as a major. That was my goal. And I had people in my career saying, nope, you're going on for bigger and better. And it just kept happening again and again, and now here I am, and I can't believe it's happening.
O'Connor is stepping into the role of the Ohio Air National Guard Chief of Staff, where she will supervise the Air State Headquarters and their support of units across the state. Along with her role of maintaining mission readiness, she wants to guide airmen along their Air Force journey.
You know, growing up, we didn't have a lot of female mentors to look up to, and to be honored with this privilege of being the first Brigadier General, you know, it's quite overwhelming, but yet quite humbling as well. I hope to be that beacon that other female airmen can look up to and say, I can get there and I can do that.
Enlisting in 1986, she has worked at all levels, most recently as the Joint Director of Intelligence for the Ohio National Guard's Joint Force Headquarters. Through it all, she has kept her focus on the task at hand.
Every job you go into, you try and be the best airman that you can for that job. Live where you are and lead from where you are. And that was a motto that was given to me as an airman that I have lived by throughout my career.
Camp Ravenna Joint Military Training Center was officially renamed Camp James A. Garfield during a ceremony on October 18th.
We're building this installation, Camp James Garfield, for the future. We had all our partners here. We had the community, we had the National Guard, we had the environmental folks who've been responsible for the cleanup of this site. So this represents a step moving forward. This is a state-of-the-art training site where we can combine live, virtual, and gaming scenarios to maximize the training for our folks. But in the future, we're always looking for emerging missions. We still have lots of available real estate that we can use for emerging missions. So as we look forward to cyber, as we look forward to space, as you well know, potential missile defense site, subterranean training, all those things are possibilities here. We want to make this a training site that has unique capabilities that attracts not just other military entities, but local law enforcement, first responders. We want all those folks to come right here to train, and we want them to know this is a state-of-the-art training site for their use also. Today's the day. We're looking forward. We're shedding the old brand of the old Ravenna Arsenal. It is that no more.
So simply put, POL stands for Petroleum, Oil, and Lubricants, but we're the fuel guys. We make sure that the pilots have the fuel to fly. So that's big picture, what most people probably think of when they think of fuels, but there's other things to that too. We have a section for lab to make sure that the quality of the fuel is meeting the Air Force standards and it's safe. There's cryogenics, making sure liquid oxygen if the planes need that so the pilots can breathe and the passengers. And then just maintaining our facilities and our trucks to make sure everything's good. And you know, if we see a problem, we catch it quick to get it taken care of. And then also accounting, making sure that we can account for all the petroleum products coming in and out. Jet fuel, diesel too.
We're retraining on new aircrafts, new systems that we don't have at Mansfield at the 179th. They have some R-11s and other aircrafts that we've never seen. So it's really helping us to forward our career for when we will deploy.
Just knowing that you play a role, your small efforts, all together, it makes a big difference. And so yes, we fuel aircraft, but then also we help out with other missions as far as if there's diesel runs, filling forklifts, there's other career fields that we play a role in, and just seeing how that's connected and how everybody's efforts together, everybody's essential to the mission. So it's awesome to think that we do play a part and everybody is important. So when I think about that, that makes me feel really great and it's rewarding.
Elements of the 1st Battalion 174th Air Defense Artillery Regiment were honored at separate call to duty ceremonies this October.
So it's an opportunity for families to say goodbye, for state leadership, local leadership, and elected officials to greet us, and for us to have a formal occasion to say goodbye to our soldiers and to our families.
About 150 soldiers from the 1st of the 174th, headquartered in Cincinnati, were wished farewell by loved ones as they deployed to the National Capital Region in Washington, D.C. to support the Homeland Defense Mission alongside 60 other members of the unit who deployed earlier this month. Later that evening, more than 100 miles away, about 80 soldiers from Battery C, headquartered in Marysville, said their goodbyes as they deployed to Europe in support of U.S. European Command as part of the European Deterrence Initiative.
We will be participating in multinational training events, working with our NATO allies, and helping grow and develop what maneuver air defense looks like in the larger combat arms structure of the Army.
One soldier who recently returned from a deployment to Afghanistan with the 2nd Battalion 174th ADA volunteered for this mission in order to further his professional development.
It is a great opportunity to actually do my job, and I also want to become a subject matter expert at my job. I enjoy being competent at my job, and that's like my big takeaway probably.
At each of the ceremonies, soldiers and families had their emotional goodbyes as they prepared to face the challenges ahead of them.
I'm excited it's finally here. We've been building up to this for a while, and now that it's here, there's a sense of relief certainly, and excitement for tomorrow. It's bittersweet though. I'm leaving. I got married this year and my wife's pregnant, so it's difficult to leave that. And I know every soldier has a similar story. There's a mix of excitement and sadness to go.
The 178th Wing is teaming up with Clark State Community College. This partnership provides enhanced education benefits for airmen of the 178th Wing as well as their families.
This partnership will be very beneficial for military families, and something that we truly appreciate is the discount that Clark State is offering, not just to our service members but to their spouses as well. To get 50% off on their tuition is just tremendous. Education is something that will benefit you for the rest of your life.
In addition, classes will be held on base to accommodate members' busy lifestyles. These classes offered will also help members fulfill requirements for their community college of the Air Force degrees. Establishing partnerships with the local community is beneficial for all organizations involved.
Partnerships are important to us. We're in Springfield, we're in the community. Clark State Community College is in the community, and we really value partnerships because we know that partnerships make communities strong. Over the years, I think what the military has realized is we need to value education, because education really makes people better, and it strengthens and brings something to the table that we couldn't get without education.
The 178th Wing hopes to remain an instrumental asset in the Springfield community for years to come.
To see more about the Ohio National Guard, go to ong.ohio.gov or follow us on Facebook and Twitter.